Welcome to Africa!
Here on an African safari, what seems like a peaceful oasis is a complex battleground. The human species has evolved past physical violence, and the true battles of humanity are fought with ideas. Humans have learned over millennia that the most effective way of making progress is by engaging in meaningful conversation.
Hayes, I have a question for you. Who do you think is responsible for looking after our environment?
Like young people.
I think they're the elder ones because they know how to handle things. Sometimes young people, they can handle it, but they should be also a guidance.
This particular Homo sapien is typically found in America, but he has been removed from his natural habitat. He thinks he is protected by an external layer known locally as a bubble.
Get out of that bubble.
That's what happens when you live in a bubble.
The bubble? Where you can live in a bubble?
And he lives in a bubble.
The bubble's the bubble. And
you didn't think Donald Trump could win.
Case in point.
This bubble has been strengthened by years of local reinforcement of ideas and new technologies that have made it easy to build a dangerous echo chamber. Hello? This second Homo sapiens' natural range is in Malawi, a country in southern Africa. Like all sapiens, he has his own bubble from a lack of availability to fellow sapiens in the human network.
So what do you think about cell phones?
I think it causes some problems, but mostly it is good to have cell phones. I can say it is bad because most of the youths, they are getting into bad behaviors.
Despite its perceived value, this bubble has actually left both these Homo sapiens vulnerable to attack from the risk of groupthink, assumptions, and prejudice.
Do you think China is force for good?
No, I don't. I don't think it's a force for good.
Why? Why?
Because, okay, first of all, in America, we're approaching a trade war. So it's not necessarily a good thing because they're undercutting a lot of the prices. And sure, maybe you can argue that it's just purely business, but like it causes problems in our country because businesses are taken away from America and they're brought to China where you can manufacture for much cheaper. You think that they're a force for good, don't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because here in Africa, mostly here in Malawi, these Chinese people, they are coming here in Malawi with industries. So I think those industries will help us. China is doing good things here in Malawi.
Yeah, but aren't they just kind of grabbing up all this land and screwing you guys over? Like, doesn't seem like it's a good thing.
They do just like they grab the land, but they don't because they pay the money. That means the owner of that place will also use that money for other purposes.
These individuals have wandered into neutral territory. Here, their bubbles are weakened, and the Homo sapien becomes stronger, able to think critically and consider new perspectives. As this species builds its immunity by cross-pollinating its experiences and perspectives, we see the emergence of resilience and innovation.